What's up everyone, it's DSP. A really quick video, but I wanted to make one because this is something that I've never done before. I am actually offering 2 games, which I actually played this year on YouTube, did full playthroughs with commentary. I'm selling them on eBay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign them basically however you'd like, if you'd like me to. If you don't want me to sign them, I won't do that either. It's completely up to you. But the reason I'm doing this is because, unlike most games, I'm actually selling the collector's edition of these 2 games. So we've got Alan Wake Limited Collector's Edition, as well as Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 Limited Collector's Edition. Now, what do you get with these collector's editions? Alan Wake is really cool, and I talked about this back in May when I originally bought this game, but the game itself looks like a book, which is really cool. It looks like a book, and actually when you open it up, it actually has a fake signature from Alan Wake, as if it were actually a book that he had written and autographed. So if you want me to like sign it somewhere here, I could do that. But what do you actually get with this limited collector's edition? Well, first of all, you're obviously going to get the game Alan Wake. And the one thing that I can't give you, unfortunately, is the DLC card that came with the limited collector's edition, because this game has 2 DLCs, one called The Signal and one called The Writer. And anyone who bought the limited collector's edition when it was new, you got the DLC code for The Signal for free. Well, funny story, and I actually never talked about this. This code never worked anyway. I entered it on Xbox Live and it was a dud. So really, honestly, you're getting exactly what I got when I bought the game. The limited collector's edition, plus you're going to get the DVD compilation. So here's your bonus disc of DVD content. It's basically the making of the game, things like that. You also actually get the game's soundtrack, which is pretty nifty, because if you remember, the game had a lot of really good songs in it that were used because it was like an episodic adventure, and at the end of every episode they would play a cool song. You're going to get that CD soundtrack as well. Another thing that I think is really cool, if you remember way back in May, my power went out the night that I had bought Alan Wake, and thank God I actually had the Alan Wake Files, which is this collector's edition book. Really what it is, it's a fake book that they're pretending that an investigative reporter went to the town of Bright Falls. It tried to basically investigate what happened with Alan Wake when he was there, and it's a really neat book. It's over 100 pages, I believe. Yeah, it's 127, 130 pages. It really gives some good supplemental material for once you play the game. So I recommend you play the game and then you read this book as you're playing through the game. And it's a really cool, additional thing to get with this game. So that's what you get with the Alan Wake Collector's Edition. And as I said, I'll autograph it anywhere you'd like me to. If you want me to autograph everything once, I mean, I have no problems doing that for anyone if you end up winning the auction. Now, the Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 Collector's Edition, similarly to Alan Wake, it did come with a code that basically the only thing it really gave you were 2 things. It gave you a skin for Starkiller. That was an ugly skin, to be completely honest with you. I played with it for about 5 minutes in my playthrough, and then I switched it out. And then it also gave you 2 lightsaber crystals that were like, they increase your damage. Well, I used the code during the playthrough, so you're not going to get that. But what will you get if you do win the auction for this one? Well, just to show you, if you didn't see the unboxing video, it's actually a hard metal case, a shiny metallic metal case as well. Lightsabers are cool and reflective, and then Darth Vader's on the back there. On the inside, you get your Star Wars The Force Unleashed game, and obviously the manual, some cool art on the inside. But the thing that was the collector's edition item for this is that you get this little guy, which is a little 2 GB thumb drive, USB thumb drive, and on it are basically all of the desktop themes for this game. So they're basically the picture of Starkiller like this, with different backdrops. One of them has Vader looking over him, one of them has like a planet, one of the planets he's on during the game. And also this has the entire script for the game on it, meaning you can read word for word the dialogue for the different options and things that happen in the game. And I believe there's also some developer commentary and stuff like that on here. And his little helmet comes off to become a USB drive. So, just like with Alan Wake, I'm willing to sign anywhere on here that you'd like. If you want me to maybe, well, depending on who wins the auction or whatever and what you want, maybe I'll get a metallic marker and I could sign the metal case for you. Or if you don't want me to write on the case, maybe you want me to write on the plastic like this, which because it is a clear plastic box, I could easily sign the box for you. Whatever you want me to do. I'm willing to do. So, first time I'm doing this. Why am I doing it? The honest truth is this. It's actually twofold. The first reason is because, I don't know if anyone's ever tried to do this, but if you actually try to trade in a limited collector's edition at any store, whether it's GameStop, whether it's Best Buy, you get the actual value as if you bought the regular version of the game. That sucks, especially like a version like this, Alan Wake. You get so much extra. You get the soundtrack, you get the developer's DVD, and you get the book, which is a really cool supplemental thing that adds to the story of Alan Wake. And you basically, when they get those, they take and say, oh, thanks, and they fucking throw that stuff in the trash, and they take the basic game and put it in a blank case and try to sell it like that. So, rather than throwing out the extras, I figured this would be a way for someone else to enjoy them. And then in addition to that, a lot of people have been saying, well, Phil, you trade in a lot of your games at GameStop, and why would you do that when you can make more money if you were to resell them? And my answer was, well, because honestly, I don't have a lot of time to sell these. As you know, I'm going to be playing games constantly now that this is my full-time job, working and making videos for YouTube. So basically, I need someone to help me out. And John Rambo actually stepped up. He said, I'm really not doing that much these days. I can help you out. I'll run these auctions for you. And then he's obviously going to help me. I'll give him a little bit of a cut of whatever comes out of this. So the starting price on both of these, $29.99, which is half the price of buying the game new, which is damn good for either one, considering the content and things that you get it, and the fact that I'm going to autograph them. So the auctions are up right now. It's a 7-day auction, so we got 1 week to basically go check it out. I'll put the links to the auctions in the description of this video. So just go to the description. You'll have the link for Alan Wake, and you'll also have the link for Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2. So this is DSP. Signing off. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. If this is successful and people like this, then maybe I'll continue to do it. For example, I actually have some strategy guides that I've been thinking of maybe auctioning off. For example, my Fallout 3 strategy guide, which I used all through the time when I was doing my original Fallout 3 playthrough. I still have it, and it's still in pretty good condition. Maybe I could sign that. Someone might enjoy something like that. So, but I don't know. Let me know. I'll know from what I get on feedback on these whether or not people are interested in this kind of thing. And if not, then I'll just trade these into GameStop like I used to. But if people are interested, then maybe, it's worth it. So let me know. This is DSP, and I'll see you guys later.